Dubro says it feels like a win-win situation with Jimmy and Trey. Who do you really feel gives us the best chance to win this year?
I'm gonna stick with Trey Lance because of Jimmy Garoppolo's price tag. I've been over it like I don't know how many times, but
yeah, we've talked about it.
You can't win with Jimmy Garoppolo making that much money. It doesn't make sense. It's insane.
I think it's Trey just because of the mobility. I mean, I think people don't understand how important being able to pick up first downs with your feet. You know, the only reason why Kyler Murray is ranked in the top 10 on everybody's list is not because of what he's been doing with his arm.
That's true.
And the same thing with Lamar Jackson. It's not because of their wickedness with their arm and their accuracy and all that kind of stuff. It's because of this dynamic that you have with your legs that makes it really, really hard on defenses to be able to defend. And that's something that the 49ers are getting with Trey Lance that they don't have with Jimmy G. So even without the contract, all that kind of stuff, that extra weapon that you have is going to just open up everything for Kyle Shanahan to be able to do what he wants to do, you know, on offense.
Yeah, I agree. I think Trey Lance gives them just as good of an opportunity to win. I don't think they're going to be a Super Bowl team this year regardless. I just don't see them going to the Super Bowl this year. So take that whole part of it, a rookie guy making 13.5% of the salary cap, take that part out of it. I don't see anything going on with Jimmy Garoppolo that Trey Lance can't do this year. And when you go back and watch, you know, Jimmy, go back and watch the Cardinals game. That was the one game where he's healthy, right, from 2020. There's times that you can see where there's plays to be made with his feet where he's not able to do it because he doesn't have the speed to be able to outrun the guy on the edge to get to the corner and pick up a 5 or 10 yard gain. And you see that even at the end of the game, there's a time where he could scramble and pick up a first down, and instead he's got to throw it and chuck it into the end zone and hope for Trent Taylor to make a fantastic play. Yeah. So
I've listened to the arguments where people say that Jimmy Garoppolo gives the Niners a better chance to win. And it's always like the intangible stuff. Like, well, he's more experienced. He knows the offense better. He knows the speed of the game better. Like, okay, well, here's the argument for Trey Lance. He's more talented. He's much more talented. Like, that doesn't count. Like, to me, it's like going back to the mid-'60s and having, like, 21-year-old Cassius Clay fight some dude in his prime. And people are like, well, this guy's in his prime. And he's fought more than Cassius Clay. Okay, well, Cassius Clay's better than him. Muhammad Ali's better than him. And the fact that Muhammad Ali hasn't fought as many fights is not really germane to what's going to happen in this fight. He's going to knock him out because he's way better than him. I was like, can we say that? He's way more talented than Jimmy. And when we see, like, wow, he rolled out. Wow, he threw downfield. Wow, he's got some juice on his throws. Wow, he made a guy miss. Just be like, well, this isn't really a fair competition. That's kind of what I don't care that he's 21. I don't care. I don't.
Yeah, I mean, people can say Patrick Mahomes is a little inexperienced. Like, he's just better. It's kind of what matters.
Matt Flynn was more experienced than Russell Wilson. Didn't matter. Didn't help him in that quarterback competition.
Tony Romo is more experienced than Dak was. I mean, we can go down the list. If you're better, you're better.
Yeah, Jack, what were you going to say?
I was just going to say, because over in the comments, they're talking about, you know, does Trey Lance, why does he have to be somebody like Kyler Murray or Lamar Jackson? I think that's not really what we're talking about here.
No, that's not what we're saying.
No, we're talking about a guy who, when he has to move around in the pocket, can actually move and take off, and he's going to get you a first down. He's going to be able to take off and get to the sidelines and get out of bounds and pick up a first down.
We're talking about a guy that throws like Drew Brees and runs like Lamar Jackson. That's what we're trying to talk about with Trey Lance.
He can develop into a classic drop back pocket quarterback, but when he does move, he's going to be one of the more dynamic quarterbacks in the league right away. I still think he's more dynamic than Justin Fields. Justin Fields is very fast when he decides to go, but I think there is a spontaneity to Trey Lance's game that takes him over the top, and it's why I think the Niners made the right call. We have a couple more super chats. Jason says sometimes it automatically puts $4.99 in the super chat amount so they don't change it to $5. Jason spent a round flat $5 to explain that. Jason, thank you very much. That was very generous of you. Hold on, we got $6.99. You don't normally get $6.99 in the super chat, but I'm not mad about it. It's Ken Bone. Cohn phone, what's up? He says in 94, we got Sanders to get us over the hump to win the Super Bowl. What free agent or trade would you do for us to win the Super Bowl this year? Justin Houston, Stephon Gilmore, all day. Anyone else you guys want?
I think it's going to depend on what happens mid-season. So I think we got to wait and see. To be determined.
Melvin Ingram.
Any corner.
Jeremy Clark says, is this a similar situation as when Montana was on his way out in favor of Steve Young, but Montana was still the face of all the PR for the 49ers? Montana won 4 Super Bowls, man.
Yeah.
We don't ever need to compare Jimmy to Joe Montana again.
Jeremy, my dude, how are we
I
putting
think-
those two in the same sentence?
It feels more like Alex Smith, Colin Kaepernick to me. It does.
I don't.
That's
I
what
don't.
it feels more like.
I don't remember it being that way, but I don't remember that at all. For me, it was 91 came around. Montana was hurt, and I think what happened is going into 91, Montana was still trying to play, but he ended up being not able to, and so Young took over. It wasn't really till 92 when he took the reins. I think that's what happened.
Let's stop pretending like we can answer this question. Only Jack has the real perspective to answer this one. I was 2.
I was about to say I wasn't alive.
So I don't know. I remember the Alex Smith, Colin Kaepernick thing. I remember that very closely. I got to defer to Jack on this one.